In a quiet, sunlit neighborhood on the outskirts of Monterey Park, Anthony Nava, a respected data scientist and consultant, lived his life with quiet integrity. With advanced degrees from Oxford and the Peter Drucker School of Management, he tackled complex data problems for clients across multiple states, delivering insights that made a global impact. But his influence extended beyond work. His laughter, warmth, and walks with his beloved dogs, Olive, Almond, and Honest, the Charlie's Angels, brought light to his community. Yet his joy was a thorn in the side of one bitter neighbor, Medusa. In her twisted mind, Anthony's happiness was an unforgivable affront. To her, every laugh and smile from him was a reminder of her own dissatisfaction, a darkness she couldn't shake. To soothe her bitterness, Medusa began spinning tales on her church's website, describing a fantasy life with a farm family and a garden, with exactly one rose bush and a fruitless banana tree. The fiction soothed her ego, but left her cold resentment intact. Unable to bear Anthony's joy any longer, she enlisted the help of her equally vindictive neighbors, Modelo and Judas the pig farmer. Together, the three concocted false stories and hurled accusations at Anthony, each more wild than the last, spreading their venomous lies to the Los Angeles sheriffs and the Monterey Park police. With Judas's brother, Dennis the Menace, working at the Department of Children and Family Services, even DCFS was dragged into their scheme, turning harassment into a coordinated campaign. Soon, a small army of Medusa's family members and even the sheriff's helicopter joined the campaign of gang stalking and torment, circling Anthony's home, watching his every move. But Anthony had something that no amount of harassment could destroy: resilience. The barrage of accusations and harassment might have weakened another man, but for Anthony, they sparked a fire. Channeling his frustration into creativity, he began performing in the streets, combining his wit, humor, and love for music to roast his tormentors in ways they could never anticipate. Anthony's charisma was magnetic and his comedy infectious. His acts became a sensation, drawing crowds who cheered as he delivered sharp, hilarious critiques of Medusa, Modelo, Judas, and Dennis the Menace, reducing their sinister schemes to a running joke. His message was clear: no darkness could dim his light. He even performed in the middle of an intersection one day, playing the Ice Cream Man song on a speaker as he danced, mocking the sheriffs who had once intimidated him. The officers, humiliated and bewildered, turned on their sirens and sped away, unable to face the public mockery. Soon, the tides turned. Medusa, Modelo, and Judas found themselves the targets of scorn and whispers. No longer could they walk freely in their own neighborhood. Their deceit and cruelty had left them pariahs. The very community they'd once stirred against Anthony now shunned them for their evil ways, driving them into hiding as Anthony's popularity soared. In time, Anthony's success in the neighborhood grew into a larger symbol of resilience, positivity, and joy in the face of hatred. Having transformed the community with his light and laughter, he decided it was time to move on. With his 3 loyal diva dogs by his side, he packed his bags and sailed off to a new adventure, purchasing a beach house on a serene stretch of coast. Though Anthony had moved on, his legacy remained. The community he left behind continued to feel his presence in the form of laughter and lightness that had taken root, blasting through the darkness Medusa and her cohorts had once sown. His spirit of joy and resilience outshone all traces of bitterness, inspiring his neighbors long after his departure. Anthony had left a legacy that could never be extinguished, a reminder that kindness and laughter always triumph over malice and hate.